Charles Avenue. It is Fat Tuesday.
Happy Mardi Gras. We are here. We are getting ready for Zulu.
Yes, I am Quabata Silk Hollins
and I'm Terry Simon, and we are here to be your host today for the live stream for Zulu. And this is Angel. It is his first Mardi Gras. He's very excited, as we can all see.
Terry, I can't believe how great the weather is after all the changes.
It's beautiful. Yeah, so if you're out today, you've probably heard that the routes have changed a little bit. Theoretically, things were shorter. Now we're lengthening.
Yes.
Rex still isn't going to come by here.
They are not for the first time, I think. I'm not sure.
In my memory.
The first time in my memory,
yeah.
Right. But I did hear we may have some bands. I'm hoping we have some bands with Zulu. And Zulu is rolling.
Yes, have they started yet?
They have started rolling.
Okay.
Yes, they have started rolling, and we are waiting for them anxiously on St. Charles Avenue.
Yeah. Yeah, we still got people in the streets walking around. Everybody's getting their spots. The weather is honestly beautiful.
Right.
It
is pretty. It's a little chilly, but that's not going to stop the crowds, the families, the parade, the energy.
What do you think? Yes, and the parade is moving, so we will be right back. Stay tuned.
Farmers are always there for each other. We shed tears together, we celebrate together, but we also grow together. Farm Bureau is the largest general farm organization in the country. We have the farmers' back. If you're a farmer, you're not a member, we would welcome you into our Farm Bureau family. And if you want to know more about agriculture, come be part of this great family.
At Tulane Doctors, we know your health can't wait.
So we made booking appointments easier than ever.
Just dial 988-5000 to book with any physician, any specialty.
Whether at East Jefferson General Hospital or one of our other locations.
Because your health is our top priority.
And because navigating healthcare should be simple,
personal,
accessible.
When you see the shield, you'll know
the future of medicine is here.
They were ordinary people, just like you and me, who never expected to find themselves like this. But they found courage. They found grit, grace. They found strength in each other. And in their stories, we find strength within. The National World War II Museum. Find the extraordinary inside.
I make your feet move and your heart stand still. I am New Orleans. I'm your town deep down. Come see me at NOLA.com.
All right, we want to give a shout out to New Orleans and Company for working year round to make New Orleans a better place to live, work, and visit. You can learn more about their impact and how tourism benefits our community at NewOrleansandCompany.com.
And for the LA Lottery, for over 30 years, the Louisiana Lottery Corporation has delivered on its mission to maximize state revenue. Last fiscal year was our second best ever, transferring more than $205 million to the state to benefit K-12 public education in Louisiana. Lottery customers can expect even more great games, better technology-based solutions, and experiences like second chance promotions, brand alliances, and prize-winning opportunities as we head into the new year, which is 2025. Recognized as leading one of the most fiscally efficient lotteries in the nation, the Louisiana Lottery is part of our mission-driven, innovative workforce, as well as the 2,800 Louisiana businesses that sell our games and enthusiastically serve our players. The future is bright at the Louisiana Lottery, and this gives us a reason to smile in 2025.
Right. Son of a Saint and crew of Ferret have shared a commitment to uplifting young men through the magic of Mardi Gras since 2011. This year, they've joined forces once again to unveil the first ever Son of a Saint Superfloat. Son of a Saint thanks its supporters, the city of New Orleans, and of course, the crew of Ferret for making these dreams a reality. You can learn more or get involved. Visit sonofasaint.org.
Arlene's Shoe Company. Everyone knows Mardi Gras is a marathon, not a sprint. Long days on your feet and long walks along the route can either be a breeze or a battle. That's why Arlene's Shoe Company carries Hoka, On Running, On Step, Birkenstocks, and more to keep you stylish and comfortable. Visit one of their 4 locations in New Orleans or shop online at arlenesshoes.com.
Named by TripAdvisor as the #1 attraction in New Orleans, the National World War II Museum tells the story of the American experience in the war that changed the world, why it was fought, how it was won, and what it means today, so that all generations can understand the price of freedom and be inspired by what they learn.
LCMC Health, as Mardi Gras kicks into high gear, LCMC Health is proud to continue its partnership with the City of New Orleans Health Department, providing first aid stations along the parade route. Our commitment to extraordinary care during carnival season and every season helps ensure a safe and enjoyable experience for all. If serious medical attention is needed, don't hesitate to call 911 or visit the nearest hospital. At LCMC Health, we're committed to keeping you well and keeping the celebration safe and fun for everyone.
All right, and we are back with the NOLA.com Mardi Gras for All Y'all Parade Cam presented by New Orleans and Company, and we are live at the LCMC Parade stage here on St. Charles, waiting for Zulu.
Where we are anxiously and patiently waiting for Zulu to come down St. Charles Avenue.
Right, we're starting to see some people are getting in the spirit. There's people dancing over here, which is cute.
Mm-hmm. The weather is beautiful. I didn't think it was going to be this great today, but
right, I was ready for it to be kind of miserable. I was ready to be cold and like have to actually bring some energy, but no, it's actually lovely outside.
It's perfect Mardi Gras weather to me.
Yes, yes.
Now, if I just had some red beans and a 2-piece,
there's gumbo over there.
There's gumbo. Okay. I didn't know that. They're holding out on me.
Yeah.
Look, it's never too early for gumbo, red beans, or a piece of king
What
cake.
is your favorite Mardi Gras parade food? What's your favorite parade food?
It's Popeyes, of course.
Okay. I'll allow it.
I like gumbo and red beans too, though, but yeah.
I get really excited about the food trucks. The Mardi Gras corn dog.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. I had a Polish sausage the other night at Bacchus.
Uh-huh.
It was really, really good. I've had some chicken on a stick that has changed my life.
Oh, I haven't had chicken on a stick in a while. Yeah.
Oh, here's Mondo Cayo, one of the walking groups.
Coming down St. Charles Avenue in their finery. Looking like fun and colors and feathers.
How early do you think they wake up to get started?
Did they go to sleep? So they don't have to wake up.
There's the better question. That's what LCMC is talking about when they say it's a marathon, not a sprint. You got to pace it.
No one went to sleep. Did you sleep last night? I didn't sleep last night.
I did.
Not me. I was ready for Zulu. Hey.
The craftsmanship that they put into building these floats and the costumes for the walking crews are always really beautiful.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
Oh, we've got somebody walking in a coconut, anticipating Zulu maybe.
The theme seems to be going bananas. Is there a banana theme? Now that's how you kick off Mardi Gras Day on St. Charles Avenue.
With some paper mache, some tropical music, some dancing. I love a sound system before 7 a.m.
I do too.
This feels right. It feels good.
One thing about Fat Tuesday, it's Tuesday everywhere else, but in New Orleans, it's Mardi Gras.
Yeah. How's your Mardi Gras so far this year?
My Mardi Gras has been intense. I'm part of that sprint.
Okay. So have you gone to parades every day?
Almost every day, and I rode. I actually rode in Femme Fatale this year, so we're scheduled to ride on Sunday, but the rain caused it to move to Tuesday. So I had never rode in a New Orleans night parade, and that was amazing. That was amazing. Even without having bands, I thought it would be like a lull, but it wasn't. It was amazing.
The crowd still came out too. They were loud.
The crowd was everywhere. It was intense. It was lively. It was everything I wanted it to be.
I can't believe you'd managed to do that and are still this chipper at 7 a.m.
Absolutely.
On a Tuesday.
Yeah. Mardi Gras is my favorite holiday.
Yeah. Somebody asked in the comments in the live stream if the baby dolls have passed, and they have already passed. They were very, very early.
So clearly they did not sleep last night.
No. They're professionals.
Oh, love that.
Yeah, I stay in Tremay, and we tried to get up early enough to go see Skull and Bones. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. But I support all those that did.
Of course. Well, I am from Muncie, Louisiana, so my goal is just to get to the city on Mardi Gras Day.
Yes.
Every year, through St. Charles Parish, through Jefferson Parish, just to get here.
Yeah, this year parades got shifted around. Some things got moved. A couple weeks ago, we had rain and things had to move. And then today there's a bunch of wind supposed to be coming. So we've shortened routes and elongated them as the days look beautiful. But things are kind of on the move because of the wind.
Like I said, I know about that firsthand because my parade actually had to be moved because of the weather. So I know how hard that is on crews to have to shift everything around. It takes a lot of navigating, a lot of patience, and a lot of, working together.
Logistics experts.
Yes, to get it together, but it always comes through. I heard that Jefferson Parish canceled their parades today, so I'm glad that Zulu is rolling. And
we
Rex is rolling
theoretically, Rex is rolling. They're not going to come by here. They're turning at Calliope.
Correct.
Theoretically, we might maybe even get to see a band or two.
That's what I hear. So I'm
fingers
crossed.
crossed. We want the Mardi Gras miracles.
Yes. The Mardi Gras gods are in action.
Let's see. Well, we could talk a little bit about, as we wait for Zulu to come, kind of about the parade, people who don't know. Yeah, and they're on Simon Boulevard in Jackson right now. So they'll be to us soon, but we've got a minute.
Zulu has been an essential part of Mardi Gras since 1909. It was originally founded by Black laborers who were excluded from participating in the larger crews. So what did they do? They created their own tradition. It's full of fun, satire, community spirit. That's just what Zulu is known for. But what it's really known for is
coconut.
Absolutely. If you catch a coconut, you are winning. You are the Mardi Gras winner.
Coconuts, if you're from here, if you've come to New Orleans, if you come for Mardi Gras, you've been to Zulu, you know what coconuts are. But for anybody who's watching from home, who's not familiar, the coconuts are one of the most prized throws of Carnival. The crew members for Zulu decorate their own coconuts every year. I'm trying to remember, I think it was the 80s. So one of my favorite things about the history of Mardi Gras is the way that kind of rules and regulations change to let us have this, let us safely have this tradition. So the coconuts, for a while, there were some issues. This would have been the 80s. I think this would have been the 80s, right?
It was 1988.
Okay.
1988, yes.
They weren't allowed to throw them anymore because if you get conked in the head with a coconut,
that's right.
That's a bit of a problem.
That's right.
But our then governor at the time actually signed a state law to for liability, so make it so that they would be able to insure themselves to hand them out. The coconut.
That's right.
So the coconuts are a throw, but they must be handed out to you, which makes you feel even more special.
Exactly. I mean, at first they were just, plain, unpainted coconuts, and they handed them out. But it's such a labor of love, and that's why it's just so exceptional to catch one, because there's a lot of thought and a lot of work that goes into getting these coconuts ready. I can remember when I rode in Zulu, like years and years ago, it would take me probably a month to.
How many did you make?
So at one time, I think I made about 300, but that wasn't just for me.
Still, that's a substantial number of coconuts.
Correct. And if you went to every corner of my home, there was glitter.
There's probably still glitter.
Absolutely. Glitters, stickers, all type of accessories, paint, shellac. Is it shellac? Is that what it's called?
I'm not a scientist.
Yeah.
Shellac. It seems now like all the crews kind of are starting to do some more sustainable, some hand-painted throws, some craftsmanship. Zulu was ahead of the game there.
Absolutely. Muses has the shoes.
Tux has their plungers.
Yes. King Arthur has the
chargers. No.
It's the
someone help. What is the word we want?
It's like you drink.
A chalice? A goblet?
But goblets.
We did it.
Yes.
The coffee's going to hit soon. The enthusiasm's here. The brains aren't turned on yet.
Yes. Zulu is on the move, and hopefully it will be on St. Charles Avenue soon. It's currently on Simon Bolivar, and we cannot wait for it to arrive.
And we will be back soon.
I excite. I unite. I flaunt. I haunt. I make stomachs growl and horns howl. I make your feet move and your heart stand still. I am New Orleans. I put your worries to bed and keep you up at night. I'm your town deep down. Come see me at NOLA.com.
Hi, I'm Jenny Painter. I am a patient navigator in the emergency department. The atmosphere of Mardi Gras, being with families, friends, making new friends, having fun and happiness, to me, that's what Mardi Gras is every year. I love to ride. I have ridden a few times, but I also like it when I have family members, like the next generation is in the ball. But if you were to ask my husband, he prefers being on the street with the parade. I've been fortunate to have been able to be a queen of 2 Mardi Gras balls. And in one of those, I didn't realize until the night of the parade that the person on the King's float was my father. So that's one of my most precious, precious memories of Mardi Gras. I have a lot, but that's my favorite one.
I'm Cheryl Landrew.
And I'm Walter Isaacson.
And we would like to invite you to the New Orleans Book Festival at Tulane University.
The festival includes conversations and panels with best-selling authors and thinkers on a wide variety of topics.
This free 3-day gathering celebrates the rich literary history of one of the most storied cities in America, with authors coming from around the world.
Visit bookfest.tulane.edu for more information.
They were ordinary people, just like you and me, who never expected to find themselves like this. But they found courage. They found grit, grace. They found strength in each other. And in their stories, we find strength within. The National World War II Museum. Find the extraordinary inside.
In cypress leaves, balconies, oak trees, harmony. I am New Orleans. I'm your town deep down. Come see me at NOLA.com.
When I'm exploring Latina flavors, it just brings joy. Food can bring back a lot of really positive and happy memories to folks. So good. That's what really shows up when I'm exploring Latina cuisine in the city. Okay, are we rolling? Action. Hi, I'm Dr. Nicole Caridad Ralston. I run the Instagram account, Eaten Path NOLA, where I highlight food in the city alongside food histories. I'm really passionate about honoring particularly marginalized communities, so I'm often uplifting African and Indigenous, Black and Brown food histories, trying to kind of decolonize our food. So much of what we learn about is about like Spanish or French influences in the city, which absolutely existed, but there was also an entire food culture that already existed here on this land, so I try and highlight that as well. My family is Cuban, Irish, and Romanian, so we have lots of stuff going on. My mom is from Cuba, so I feel very, very connected to Cuban culture. We used to spend weekends on my abuela's finca or farm, learning all about where food actually comes from. Then we would spend all afternoon cooking together, like really traditional, old school Cuban meals. It really was my introduction to really good food. So yeah, I feel deeply connected to my Cuban culture. New Orleans is very Caribbean. You know, a lot of people call it the northernmost point of the Caribbean. And so for me, there's a lot of connections to my Cuban culture and upbringing here. The architecture, food, music, just kind of like vibes of the city is very reminiscent of that. One of my favorite things about New Orleans as a food city is that there's so many different cuisines that make up this beautiful food culture that we have. You can find a lot of Honduran spots in this city, Cuban as well, Venezuelan, Argentinian, Colombian, Peruvian. I mean, there's a myriad of different kind of sub-communities here, and you're gonna enjoy, I think, everything that you try. Everything is so well flavored, so well layered, and it's not simple food. A lot of folks think that Latina food is very simple food, rice and beans. But what you don't understand is those rice and beans have been heavily seasoned and taken care of before you're even taking the first bite. I am obsessed, and I mean literally obsessed. Like, I could take this pot with me and eat it like ice cream on the couch. I love the beans here. Alma Cafe is a Honduran place, so Chef Melissa Araujo really uplifts Honduran flavor and culture and history and all the dishes there, and it's just like one of the best places you can visit in the city. Okay, good morning, Chef. Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for coming.
It's so good to see you. Tell us a little bit about Honduran food for folks that are not familiar. What can they expect?
Honduran food, it's my comfort food.
Yeah.
It's very heavy food, very much grains, very much flour, very much dairy. This is a very good example of it. I mean, if you eat this baleada, you're gonna go to bed.
Correct.
Yeah.
Nap time.
The logo tells you, Alma, a modern Honduran eatery. What I mean with that, this is my interpretation of what Honduran food is becoming. Let me put it this way. Our old recipes are getting lost.
Yeah.
Because in a time where everything is so fast, everything's so convenient, you know, we are losing those sense of it.
Absolutely.
And my job as a chef and as a Honduran, I want to rescue those recipes. You know, I want to make sure that crema that you eat is the same crema that you were eating if you go into the mountains.
Right.
The saltiness of it, the sourness of it, you know. I want to trigger those feelings so you can trigger a memory that I ate. Let's say my abuelita and mi tia, you know, you will relate very well with this.
We have feelings about our foods.
Yes, we do.
New Orleans also has a really fun pop-up food culture scene. So let's talk about Que Pasta NOLA. Chef Amanda is Honduran and Cuban, and she does a lot of mashups between those two cultures. Highly recommend stopping in and literally ordering everything.
I was supposed to say nice to meet you. That's a lie. I mean, it is nice back then when I met you the first time.
I know. When did we first meet?
Like 6 years ago. We met when I first started the pop-up.
When you first started. Okay, yes. And I've just been a lover of your food ever since. We're at Cosimo's, which is your second location.
Yes.
You're also at Siberia. So tell us what you're making today.
So today we're going to be doing a raja en queso empanada. And we're going to be doing a Latino-inspired pizza, the Camarón Enchilado, which is a Cuban-inspired dish on a pizza, essentially.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. One of the reasons why I wanted to feature you is our Cuban connection, but also I wanted to feature different ways folks can access our food. And so I would love to hear more about how you got started as a pop-up in New Orleans.
So originally, I moved here 7 years ago.
Okay.
I realized there wasn't like, one, a lot of female leads, two, a lot of Hispanic food. Like I didn't see our representation in it, and I was just like, I'm kind of tired of that. I wasn't gonna get hired in a lead position, so I made my own up.
Well, tell us more about the vision about Que Pasta.
I just wanted more of a Latin fusion, and then like we love pasta. I don't know a Hispanic person that doesn't love pasta, and like picadillo with the red sauce and pasta is like a staple, and then like being served to you in bar settings so you don't feel like insecure about it.
Yeah.
When you're fine dining, everything becomes smaller, and when you're just like, no, we're a bar and we're doing quality food and all of this is local, might as well like do it up. So that's what we do. I even tell people, I'm like, it's gonna taste what you think those things taste like, but it's not anything like that.
No, not at all. Well, thank you so much, Amanda. It was a pleasure hanging out with you and learning more.
So a couple things about the Latina community in New Orleans. We're one of the fastest growing populations in the city, and you can see that. You'll see lots of markets or different restaurants opening up, folks selling hot plates out of their car or houses. But there are lots of ways to get connected to the culture, even outside of just eating, although we have really good food. There's festivals that happen. We also have a ball in November, the Azúcar Ball, which I'm actually co-chairing this year. Music is a huge part of our culture, just like it is in New Orleans. There's also museums with some really incredible exhibits. NOMA has some interesting stuff, particularly around the culture, which folks can check out. And there's one really beautiful monument in the city. It's specifically dedicated to the laborers from the Latina community that helped to rebuild the city after Katrina. There's lots of different ways that you can get involved in either music, art, food, all the things.
Hi,
Chef. How are you? Good.
Welcome
Good
to Brasa.
Thank you so much for having us.
All right, you want to go in the kitchen with me and cook some steaks?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Come on, let's do it. Brasa means hot red embers. Whenever you are about to start grilling, you have to catch fire, or the big fire have to go away. So it's when the wood or the charcoal is ready to put a piece of meat. It's ready to grill. That's what brasa means. The idea in brasa was to bring these two different worlds, right? The world of being outdoors, cooking over fire in a farm, being rustic, right? And bring that rusticity into a fine dining setting. And when you sit down here and you're having a great glass of wine and all these delicious sides, I think that's what it makes it very special.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so one of the reasons that I wanted to highlight brasa is I'm trying to highlight kind of the diversity of experiences folks can have when engaging with our culture and our foods. And brasa is very much so like an elevated experience, right?
Yeah, that's my goal, to put the Latino name and the Latino culture to elevate it to the max. Every time I do a restaurant, I wanna always put in the forefront my Latin heritage. Ever since I opened Baru 18 years ago, cooking cuisine from the Caribbean coast of Colombia, coconut rice, whole fried fish, those things that I grew up eating. That's kind of what I became a chef or a cook. You know, it was to live and share those memories that I have that are very dear to me to the public.
Yes, I love that so much. Food is such a, I think, interesting and beautiful vehicle.
Yes,
so,
it connects
memories
people.
and home.
It connects people to really bring us together. It's an amazing thing, and that's why I love the career that I chose for my life, because it allows me to share through my food what I'm about. You know,
I love it. Part of your identity.
part of my identity, the culture.
Well, thank you so much for spending some time with us.
Cheers.
Yes, cheers.
Great seeing you. Thank you for allowing me to cook for you.
Anytime. If you want to call me down here, I will happily hang out in that kitchen and eat your food. Okay, why should you be excited about all of the ways that Latina communities show up in our food culture and food scene in the city? Well, because it's delicious, number one. So definitely take a moment to find some of our Latina-owned businesses, restaurants, and plug into that. It will give you kind of a larger scale picture of all the different communities that contribute to this beautiful city.
No city is built to host like New Orleans, and New Orleans & Company is here to help. From world-class conferences to intimate business meetings, they make it easy to plan your meeting or event in a city that knows hospitality. Start planning at NOLA.com.
We want to say thank you to the 2025 NOLA.com Mardi Gras Parade Camp sponsor, Tulane Doctors. Whether you need a checkup or a new treatment, Tulane Doctors are dedicated to making healthcare simple, personal, and accessible for our community. For trusted expert care, you can call 504-988-5000 to schedule an appointment with any Tulane doctor today.
Farm Bureau is the trusted voice of agriculture and the leading grassroots membership organization advocating for all farmers, ranchers, and rural communities, bringing together members at the county, state, and national levels to support one another and give back to our communities.
And get ready for Festival International de Louisiana. I can't do the French. It's hard. It's April 23rd to 27th in downtown Lafayette. You can experience 5 days of world-class music, culture, and art with hundreds of performers from 15 countries lighting up 7 stages across the city. If you want the ultimate festival experience, you can download the festival's insider guide for itineraries, local tips, and must-see events. Plan your trip now. Download the Festival International Insider's Guide today.
Named by TripAdvisor as the #1 attraction in New Orleans, the National World War II Museum tells the story of the American experience in the war that changed the world, why it was fought, how it was won, and what it means today, so that all generations can understand the price of freedom and be inspired by what they learn.
Right, and we've got some parade safety tips from LCMC Health. Keep your ladders safe. You're always going to want to place them as far back from the street as the ladder is tall, and always have an adult standing on the back of the ladder while children are seated. You need to watch out for flying throws. Keep your guard up for hard flying throws. Watch out for beads underfoot that can put children and adults at risk for falling. And stay a safe distance from the floats. Never reach under a float or approach a float that is not fully stopped. And never follow behind floats or even bands.
Those are great tips.
Especially for a windy day like today.
I hear St. Charles is making the corner on St. Charles and Zulu is making the corner on St. Charles and Jackson.
And we are back with the NOLA.com Mardi Gras for All Y'all Parade Cam, presented by New Orleans & Company, live from the LCMC Parade stage here on St. Charles. And I need Zulu to get here because I have spilled tea on my shirt and need beads now.
Well, that's what beads do. That's what they always save the day.
Yes. All right, I'm Terry Simon, and
I am Quabata Sil Collins.
And we are your hosts today to watch Zulu live.
This beautiful Mardi Gras day.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful for now.
Yes. And that is why the parade is rolling earlier this year. And that is why
Rex and Zulu are concurrent this year with some changed routes. The city wants, we're not going to have bands, probably. We're not going to have walking crews for safety. And the city wants us all to be done with parading by 11:30 so we can get safely inside and not be blown away.
11:30 today, safety first. So, but that did not stop the folks from coming out to welcome Zulu and to look for Rex.
We are here. We are ready. We've got some Cupid shuffling happening down the street over here. You cannot stop the Cupid shuffle.
Absolutely not.
No. So it's like the post office, like rain, shine, sleet, whatever.
It's Mardi Gras Day, carnival time on St. Charles Avenue. We are waiting for Zulu. I hear they are on Orleans and Jackson.
Orleans and Jackson.
Oh, wait, St. Charles and Jackson.
St. Charles and Jackson. I was like, whew, I got confused. St. Charles and Jackson. Okay, St. Charles and St. Andrew, they are booking it here. They're getting here. That's because they want to see us.
Of course,
we want to see them, but they want to see us, actually,
them.
is what's more important.
Let's go, Zulu.
Yeah, this year's Crew of Zulu parade is themed from Zulu from Africa to the Big Easy, and there are going to be 44 floats and 1,500 riders.
Wow. And you know, this year's reigning king is Rodney Mason Jr.
My understanding is at some point he was the youngest full-fledged member.
Yeah, he's joined
Zulu.
at 21 years old.
All right, little baby.
That's all right. And he's dedicated himself to like 26 committees. He even served as Zulu mayor in 2018. He's royalty, and we cannot wait to welcome and hail King Zulu.
One of the things I like about Zulu is they are the only major crew that elects their king.
That's right.
So to be King of Zulu, you have to campaign. You got to throw parties. You have to
the best parties.
You have to convince the people. It's a democratic process for king.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
All right, we've got the first round of security, police coming through. That was the NOPD superintendent, Ann Kirkpatrick. Oh.
Yeah. Usually she's walking, but she's riding, I guess, to make sure that we move quickly.
Yeah, she got her steps in. I've been keeping track of my steps for Mardi Gras. One of my favorite things is always to look at how much you're walking.
Mm-hmm.
The night of Bacchus, I did 30,000 steps.
Whoa!
So, basically an athlete. Kind of killing it.
Love that. Usually, I walked with different schools as chaperones. I didn't get to do that this year, but it is so amazing to see the parades from that view. Even though I don't have any kids in high school anymore, but I love to volunteer and help and chaperone. Mm-hmm. Sheriff Susan Hudson on the avenue. Happy Mardi Gras to the sheriff.
The Warren Easton Band does 30 plus miles, 34 miles over the course of 8 parades for the season.
Wow. I believe it. I never understand how those kids can march and then they go back to school the next day to take tests.
That's because they have such young knees.
Is that what it is?
I don't. Yeah, the New Orleans bands, they're used to it. They're practicing all the time. They're walking through the neighborhoods. But the bands that travel, the HBCU bands, the bands that are coming from the North Shore, from Mississippi,
Mm-hmm. We've seen bands from Tennessee, Georgia, Ohio, Atlanta. They literally come from all over. And of course, our own bands.
Yes. What is your favorite band to watch?
So I cannot say that, right?
Okay. I think this is a safe space.
Okay, so I'm going to have to go with my KIP bands, right?
Okay.
So that's, John F. Kennedy, Booker T, and Douglas, of course. And then of course, I love St. Aug.
You can't not love St.
Cannot love them. 35, Carr. See where I'm going there?
Yeah.
In my middle schools, I have Kip East, Alice Hart, You know, they
I
really.
mean, my son marches with Roots of Music, so that's clearly my favorite.
Oh, I love Roots of Music too. So,
but I'm happy to watch any of them. My favorite outside of Family Loyalty, because I love my children. I like the bands with the little kids.
Of course.
I love a tiny little guy in a uniform holding a drum that's much too big for him.
Of course. And let me tell you, those little kids put in work.
No, they really do. They really
put
do.
in work. Just like the older kids, they put in work.
They do endurance training.
Yes.
For Roots of Music, they practice coming into the season four nights a week in the school week, and then also on Saturdays. They go there right after school. They're there till 7:30. They eat dinner there.
Wow. Shout out to the band directors. Shout out to the teachers. And shout out to the parents for getting that done for us to enjoy. All for us to enjoy.
Right, we talk about Mardi Gras as like the biggest free show on earth, and it is not at all free. People are putting in a lot of work and paying a lot for it.
A lot of work. A lot. And it's definitely appreciated. It doesn't go unnoticed.
No.
It does not go unnoticed. They are amazing. The crowds are beginning to get thicker on St. Charles Avenue.
I'm watching people decide what side they're going to be on. Are you a sidewalk side person or a neutral ground side person?
I'm a sidewalk side girl.
Okay, why?
I don't know. I just think I've always been on the sidewalk side. Even when I ride, I'm on the passenger side.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just what you're used to doing.
I think that's why they paired us together for this, because I'm solidly neutral ground. I want the freedom to move. I want to run around. I want to throw some footballs at children's heads. And
I'm.
Yeah, and we're on opposite sides right now. I'm on the sidewalk side. You're on the neutral ground side of the sidewalk side.
Maybe we should switch. No.
All right, we are going to take a break, and we'll be back soon with Zulu, which is at St. Charles and Felicity. So they will be here.
Let's go,
very
Zulu.
soon.
I am cypress leaves, balconies, oak trees, harmony. I am jam sessions, history lessons, artistic expression, the occasional confession. I am New Orleans. I'm your town deep down. Come see me at NOLA.com.
Farmers are always there for each other. We shed tears together. We celebrate together, but we also grow together. Farm Bureau is the largest general farm organization in the country. We have the farmers' back. If you're a farmer, you're not a member, we would welcome you into our Farm Bureau family. And if you want to know more about agriculture, come be part of this great family.
They were ordinary people, just like you and me, who never expected to find themselves like this. But they found courage. They found grit, grace. They found strength in each other. And in their stories, we find strength within. The National World War II Museum. Find the extraordinary inside.
Lane Doctors, we made booking appointments easier than ever.
To schedule with any physician, whether at East Jefferson or one of our other locations.
Just dial 988-5000. When you see the shield, you'll know.
The future of medicine is here.
I make your feet move and your heart stand still. I am New Orleans. I'm your town deep down. Come see me at NOLA.com.
Out to New Orleans and Company for working year-round to make New Orleans a better place to live, work, and visit. Learn more about their impact and how tourism benefits our community at NewOrleansandCompany.com.
For over 30 years, the Louisiana Lottery Corporation has delivered on its mission to maximize state revenue. Last fiscal year, it was our second best ever, transferring more than $205 million to the state to benefit K-12 public education in Louisiana. Lottery customers can expect even more great games, better technology-based solutions and experiences like second chance promotions, brand alliances, and prize-winning opportunities as we head into 2025. Recognized as leading one of the most fiscally efficient lotteries in the nation, the Louisiana Lottery is proud of our mission-driven, innovative workforce, as well as the 2,800 Louisiana businesses that sell our games and enthusiastically serve our players. The future is bright at the Louisiana Lottery, and this gives us a reason to smile in 2025.
For over 55 years, Mignon Baget artisans have designed jewelry and glassware reflecting the history, nature, and architecture of New Orleans and handcrafted them in their Magazine Street studio. Visit our Magazine Street gallery right off the parade route at Lakeside Shopping Center or at the Mall of Louisiana, and always online at mignonbaget.com.
Rock the Country 2025, a festival for we the people, coming to 9 small towns, bringing 9 massive shows. You don't want to miss Kid Rock and Nickelback headlining each city, with additional performances varying by market from Hank Williams Jr., Leonard Skinner, Gavin Adcock, Travis Tritt, Aaron Lewis, Treaty Oak Revival, Ella Langley, Old 60, Upchurch, and many more. You can get tickets now at rockthecountry.com.
Open daily from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., the National World War II Museum features immersive exhibits, multimedia experiences, and an expansive collection of artifacts and first-person oral histories, taking visitors inside the story of World War II.
And we've got some more parade safety tips from LCMC Health. Again, you want to keep ladders safe. Always place them at least as far back from the street as the ladder is tall. Always have an adult standing on the back of the ladder while children are seated. You want to watch for flying throws. Keep your guard up for hard flying throws. Watch out for beads underfoot that can put children and adults at risk for falling. And stay safe distance from floats. You never, ever want to reach under a float or approach a float that's not fully stopped. Never follow behind floats or even bands. And we are back with the NOLA.com Mardi Gras for All Y'all Parade Cam, presented by New Orleans and Company, live from the LCMC Parade stage on St. Charles Avenue, where we are awaiting Zulu.
Mm-hmm. You know that Mardi Gras is not just a day. You know, it's a season.
It's a whole season.
It is a season beginning on January the 6th. I will always remember that day because it's the day my oldest daughter was born. But it's All King's Day. All the way from it's parties, balls, parades till today.
Yeah, I think a lot of people who don't grow up with Mardi Gras really, tourists come visiting, they think it's just one day. No, we
it's
start
a season.
On Epiphany, January 6th, King's Day. We open up the season in New Orleans with the Joan of Arc Parade.
Yes.
Which is one of my favorites because it's weird and medieval and historically accurate and like beautiful and strange.
Are you, do you believe in eating king cake before January the 6th?
Absolutely not. I am not a heathen. No.
Same.
No.
I just can't.
I don't think it should be allowed to be sold. I think it's sacrilegious. I would argue that somebody was eating king cake before January 6th, and that's why the weather is happening today. I think somebody maybe did this
because
to us.
It's been a little different this year.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to need to stop.
Yeah,
Stop eating king cakes. What's your favorite king cake? Filled or not filled?
I'm a purist. So for me, my favorite king cake is the old Mackenzie's king cake, the plain Mackenzie's king cake, because it tastes like childhood. It didn't taste like good necessarily, but much like a Sbarro pizza.
Mackenzie's, what?
Or just like it just tasted like it was consistent and tasted like childhood. It was what was down the street from my house. That's my favorite king cake.
Oh, I love that.
What was yours?
You brought me all the way back.
I'm sorry. We'll have to cry.
I love Mackenzie's. I like all the king cakes.
My favorite king cake is the one you have in your hand. But.
Of course. Filled and unfilled.
I will say, as I've gotten older, my tastes have expanded. I'm starting to, and I'm becoming less of a nativist curmudgeon. I'm getting a little bit more okay with some of the newfangled king cakes that in earlier years I perhaps would have been resistant to. I can get behind a guava filling. I love the Vietnamese king cakes.
Yes. Yes. Oh, to die for.
Yeah, and we I work at the Historic New Orleans collection, and we actually, it's been lovely because we have a king cake hub. We sell king cakes in our gift shop. And this year we had, my favorite was from Doan Winners, one of the Vietnamese king cake shops, and they had a Parisian something or other filling. I clearly was too busy eating it to read the box.
Oh, I'm going to go on the hunt now.
This is the last. Well, do you believe in eating king cake after Mardi Gras?
I do not.
Okay, so this is the day to do it.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, going on the hunt.
We're doing it.
Provided that the weather does not stop us, which is why we're running early this morning.
Yes. Parades are going to be finished by 11:30.
According to the city. Yep, and Rex is not passing in front of us this year.
No, first time that we can remember that happening.
First time that I can remember.
And it's still...
Their abbreviated route is Napoleon to St. Charles to Calliope. Yes.
And we're still seeing that we're probably not going to have any bands today. Bands or marching, walking crews. So. Oh, and Zulu is now going pretty fast there at St. Charles and Melpomene. So I think not having the bands is letting them kind of move at a pace.
They are on the move. Yes, and I cannot wait for them to get here.
My shirt is actually, I still want the beats, but my shirt is dry. I guess I didn't have to announce to all of you that I spilled tea on myself.
You do know the first Mardi Gras parade was not in New Orleans, right?
Where was it?
Alabama.
Mobile. Okay. I would argue, like, it's true that it was in Mobile, but that was when Mobile was part of French Louisiana, so I think we still get to claim it.
I always say that too.
Sorry, Alabama. Love you guys.
They definitely have to have something.
Yeah, we can give them that.
But it's New Orleans that made it what it is. I stand on that.
Yes, I think we do it. I think we do it differently than anyone else. If they were as good as us, people would go there instead.
But instead, they're here. We're here. Zulu is on the move, and we will be right back.
I excite. I unite. I flaunt. I hunt. I make stomachs growl and horns howl. I make your feet move and your heart stand still. I am New Orleans. I put your worries to bed and keep you up at night. I'm your town deep down. Come see me at NOLA.com.
Hi, my name's Ashley Robinson, and I'm a member of the Mystic Crew of Femme Fatale. Mardi Gras brings everyone together. The atmosphere is just filled with so much excitement, joy. But my most favorite thing I love is parade day. I feel like a celebrity for the day. Everybody's looking at me. They want things from me. It just fills my heart. People make signs, they have horns, they have different things just to get your attention. For me, it's really no aim. I'm just having a good time. I love riding in Femme Fatale because it's more than a Mardi Gras crew. We give back. We don't just celebrate the Mardi Gras season. It's all year round that we have functions, and we're always looking to who has the biggest needs and where could we maximize that the most. It just feels so good being around so many empowering women that you can look up to, grow, and learn from.
I'm Cheryl Landrew.
And I'm Walter Isaacson.
And we would like to invite you to the New Orleans Book Festival at Tulane University.
The festival includes conversations and panels with best-selling authors and thinkers on a wide variety of topics.
This free 3-day gathering celebrates the rich literary history of one of the most storied cities in America, with authors coming from around the world.
Visit bookfest.tulane.edu for more information.
They were ordinary people, just like you and me, who never expected to find themselves like this. But they found courage. They found grit, grace. They found strength in each other. And in their stories, we find strength within. The National World War II Museum. Find the extraordinary inside.
I am cypress leaves, balconies, oak trees, harmony. I am New Orleans. I'm your town deep down. Come see me at NEWORLEANS.com.
No city brings people together like New Orleans, and New Orleans and Company makes planning your wedding, reunion, or group travel easier than ever. Find everything you need at NEWORLEANS.com.
The Farm Bureau is the trusted voice of agriculture and the leading grassroots membership organization advocating for all farmers, ranchers, and rural communities, bringing together members at the county, state, and national levels to support one another and give back to our communities.
The Jefferson Parish Library System consists of 16 locations that stretch from the Lakeshore Branch in Metairie on the edge of Lake Pontchartrain to the Grand Isle Branch just steps away from the Gulf beaches. Visit any of their facilities or log on to jplibrary.net to take advantage of a wide range of digital services from ebooks and audiobooks to online homework tutoring and free magazine subscriptions. 2-week checkouts of countertop kitchen appliances, musical instruments, and sports equipment are now available as part of JPL's new Library of Things. Before you grab your credit card, grab your library card and discover how the library can improve your quality of life while saving you money.
All right, get ready for Festival International, April 23rd through 27th in downtown Lafayette. Experience 5 days of world-class music, culture, and art with hundreds of performers from 15 countries lighting up 7 stages across the city. If you want the ultimate festival experience, download the Festival Insider's Guide for itineraries, local tips, and must-see events. Plan your trip now. Download the Festival International Insider's Guide today.
Named by TripAdvisor as the #1 attraction in New Orleans, the National World War II Museum tells the story of the American experience in the war that changed the world, why it was fought, how it was won, and what it means today, so that all generations can understand the price of freedom and be inspired by what they learn.
As Mardi Gras kicks into high gear, LCMC Health is proud to continue its partnership with the City of New Orleans Health Department, providing first aid stations along the parade route. Our commitment to extraordinary care during carnival season and every season helps ensure a safe and enjoyable experience for all. If serious medical attention is needed, don't hesitate to call 911 or visit the nearest hospital. At LCMC Health, we're committed to keeping you well and keeping the celebration safe and fun for everyone. And we are back with the NOLA.com Mardi Gras for all y'all parade cam presented by New Orleans and Company live from the LCMC stage on St. Charles. And Zulu is so close.
Yes.
So close to us.
Terry, can you believe that in the 1800s that beads were made of glass and not plastic?
Handmade in glass. I wonder were they expensive?
The plastic is expensive now.
The plastic is expensive now. Yeah.
But can you imagine?
That's part of, I think, why Zulu has did the coconuts, because the glass beads were handmade, they were hard to get, they were hard to import, and Zulu, making it work.
Yes.
Decided to get
do what it do.
Decided to get some affordable materials down at the French market. And now we have my favorite fun.
Yes. That's why such a coveted throw is so much, like I said earlier, so much energy, time, and patience it takes to make a Zulu coconut.
So much artistry.
Yes. And they get better and better every year. Every year. So my goal is always to catch at least 3 coconuts.
I believe in you.
You believe in me?
I believe in you. I have not gotten a coconut since I was a kid.
What?
Yeah.
So then I won't tell you how many I caught last year.
No, it's fine. I mean, other people give me their coconuts, and that's fine. I, subsist on the kindness of strangers.
I will have to show you my coconut coven. It's just.
Do you have them in a case? I like that. I like that.
Of course. Yes, every year.
Someone in the live chat was saying that their favorite throws are femme fatale, which is you guys, your crew.
All of our throws are cute. We're just a cute crew. I love Femme Fatale. I've been a film since 2019, and
Oh, so a minute.
yes, every year gets better and better. The ride gets better and better. The throws get better and better. The people are just amazing. You know, I even call them my peace. It's where I have my most fun.
I like that.
Yes, I love my crew. You know, my granddaughter is even a future film. Yes,
You have a granddaughter.
I have a granddaughter.
Who would have known? Does she know that she's getting ready for this kind of legacy?
She knows. She is all into it. She rides every year. She even got to go to the ball one year because she was a food princess.
Cute.
She's now my kids are not into it, but my granddaughter,
somebody has to. Somebody has to.
They're into it. They just
that
don't.
family tradition is a big part of Mardi
It
Gras.
really
I think
is.
this year's Zulu King
Mhm.
comes from a long line of Zulu participants.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. Speaking of Zulu King, you know, he actually played in the band for St. Aug and was a trumpet player, just like
just
Louis
like my
Armstrong-
son.
and Louis Armstrong. Yeah,
who was a king of Zulu.
that is correct. That is correct. Yes. So I wonder if he realizes there are no bands. There may be no
They
bands
must know.
today.
They must know.
We both sighed because
That is. I wonder if it's all the bands aren't playing, only the out of town, maybe the out of town bands might force their
hope
way
so.
in. I would love
hope
to see some
so.
bands. I would love to see some
I'm
bands.
hearing mixed things. I hope it's the out of town, in town.
I mean, safety first, et cetera,
Safety
et cetera.
first. Yes.
But also,
Take care of our babies.
I
Safety
feel
first.
safer when there's a drum line walking by. Personally, this feels like a safer space.
Yes. I love throws. I love the floats. I love people riding. But can I tell you that I love it's just music.
It's music. It's community. It's it's the show. It's the show. We have to have it.
All of it together. I love balls.
I also love the horse riders.
I do too.
I really
do too.
enjoy, and I'm scared of horses,
Mhm.
but I still really like. I like when the royalty comes and they ride the knights ride the horses and they throw the balloons.
Mhm.
I really enjoy the black cowboys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I grew up with horses. My cousin was part of the first black riding club. I think it was Crescent City Riding Club. So he always had horses, Tennessee Walkers. I mean, it was just amazing.
That's really cool.
Yes, I love horses. I do.
Well, that makes one of us. Not a horse girl. Not a horse girl over here. They're so big and they have teeth like humans.
They do. They are big.
And they're skittish, and you have to hold your hand flat so that they don't do the thing with their like little lips.
Yes.
Or big lips. I don't know.
But yes, it was always the best part to see the horses coming. We were like, the horses are coming. The horses are coming. As kids, you know.
And we used to have more equestrians in the parades because the floats would be pulled by mules.
That's right.
Not horses, mules.
Mhm. That is right.
Before the tractors.
Before the tractors.
Thank goodness for the Industrial Revolution and tractors, because otherwise I would be terrified. Proteus last night was going back to some of the traditional stuff. They had the old style wagon wheels.
Oh, I bet that was nice. That was nice. I'm about to go back on the parade cam and watch it.
Yes, because you can go back to the old streets.
You sure can.
Oh. Zulu is right at St. Charles and Clio, right just over there. So we are going to take a little break. Be back soon.
Be
with
right
the
back.
parade.
Son of a Saint is a nonprofit organization committed to providing mentorship, education, mental health, and opportunities to young boys who have lost their fathers. Through dedicated mentors, academic support, and enriching experiences, Son of a Saint empowers our boys to overcome barriers and become strong, resilient leaders of tomorrow. But we cannot do it alone. The need for our services in the community is great, and my ask of you is to help us fulfill that need through volunteering, becoming a mentor, or donating resources. Please visit sonofasaint.org today.
They were ordinary people, just like you and me, who never expected to find themselves like this. But they found courage. They found grit, grace. They found strength in each other. And in their stories, we find strength within. The National World War II Museum. Find the extraordinary inside.
At Tulane Doctors, we made booking appointments easier than ever.
To schedule with any physician, whether at East Jefferson or one of our other locations.
Just dial 988-5000. When you see the shield, you'll know.
The future of medicine is here.
I am cypress leaves, balconies, oak trees, harmony. I am New Orleans. I'm your town deep down. Come see me at NOLA.com.
Oops. A big thanks to New Orleans & Company, the team that invites the world to experience our music, food, and culture while supporting the people who make New Orleans special. Start planning your trip at NOLA.com.
Thank you to the 2025 NOLA.com Mardi Gras Parade Camp sponsor, Tulane Doctors. Whether you need a checkup or a new treatment, Tulane Doctors are dedicated to making healthcare simple, personal, and accessible for our community. For trusted expert care, call 504-988-5000 to schedule an appointment with any Tulane doctor today.
Rock the Country 2025, a festival for we the people, is coming to 9 small towns, bringing 9 massive shows. Don't miss Kid Rock and Nickelback headlining each city, with additional performance varying by market from Hank Williams Jr., Leonard Skinner, Gavin Adcock, Travis Tritt, Aaron Lewis, Treaty Oak Revival, Ella Langley, Old 60, Upchurch, and many more. You can get tickets now at rockthecountry.com.
Son of a Saint is dedicated to transforming the lives of fatherless boys across Greater New Orleans through mentorship, emotional support, development of life skills, education, and positive peer-to-peer relationships. For more information or to get involved, visit sonofasaint.org.
Named by TripAdvisor as the #1 attraction in New Orleans, the National World War II Museum tells the story of the American experience in the war that changed the world, why it was fought, how it was won, and what it means today, so that all generations can understand the price of freedom and be inspired by what they learn.
And we have more Mardi Gras tips from Parade Tips from LCMC Health. Moderation is key. Try to limit your alcohol intake and drink water between alcoholic beverages. Consider smaller portions of the foods you love during Mardi Gras. Take your time. Stay hydrated. A good rule of thumb is to drink water in between each alcoholic beverage to make sure you are staying hydrated and to cut back on the amount of alcohol consumed. Choose a beverage that at least includes some water, such as club soda, seltzer, or mineral water, and blend beverages with ice.
Right, and we are back at the NOLA.com Mardi Gras for All Y'all Parade Cam, presented by New Orleans Company, live from the LCMC Parade stage on St. Charles. And Zulu is almost here. They're right on the other side of the circle, just right there.
I cannot wait to say, throw me something, mister. You know, they've been saying that since like the 1900s, right?
No, I did not.
Yes.
I love that you just came with the facts ready. Let's go. Hit me with that.
I've been doing this a little second. They've been saying that since like the 1900s, you know, because, you know, of course, people line the streets to catch trinkets and beads and eventually, you know, painted items and stuff that they can keep forever, like me, and keep forever. But yes, I cannot wait to say, throw me something, mister. And it became like the official or unofficial slogan of Mardi Gras.
Do we have an official Mardi Gras song?
Ooh, I can name a few.
Right? What is your favorite?
It would have to be Hey Pakiwe. I like the new stuff too, but that, you know.
That does feel like Mardi Gras. It
It
feels like
does.
Namtok.
It does.
There's a new version of Iko Iko with Robin Barnes, Big Frida.
Ooh, yes, yes.
Iko Iko, also a classic Mardi Gras song.
Yes, love that. Love that. And you know, Rebirth does
Yes.
does the thing.
Yes, Casanova.
They do the thing. You know, Do What You Want is always going to be top tier. It's carnival time. You know,
We
It's
really
it's
do
so
want
many.
the music. I'm gonna miss the bands. Like thinking about it now.
I do. I want the music. Yes.
We'll make it work. Make it work.
Mardi Gras is music and community.
The crowds are filling in. We're seeing people get into their spaces.
Mm-hmm.
I love the tools people have for throws. We see some people walking by right now with laundry baskets on poles. They're coming prepared and ready.
Are they put baskets and boxes on poles
Yeah, to like lift
reach
up.
Mm-hmm. I was never that creative, but I would run behind a float, and every now and then grab the side of a float. I don't do that. I do not
Don't do
recommend.
that. Don't do that, everyone. No, LCMC said not to.
I would never do that.
No,
but,
we would never. We would never.
but I always wanted to.
As a kid, I was definitely the ground scavenger.
Oh yes.
'Cause I'm not super great at catching, but I'm like very good at just weaving between people.
We'll run behind a float.
Yes, just get it. Ground beads, good or bad? What do you think?
Oh, it's bad. I'm sorry.
I think ground beads are fine.
It's the lure of catching it in my hand that makes it a Mardi Gras bead. You know?
Otherwise, it's just detritus.
Yeah. So if I'm going to catch beads and bring them home, like I have to, you know.
I think we need ground bead people, though, because without ground bead people, there would be so much more waste.
That's true.
Left.
That's true.
On the
now,
streets.
let me tell you, when I'm riding, I like a ground bead person. I'm like, yeah, don't let that go to waste.
That makes sense.
Right. All the great recycling projects they have now are for the ground beads, and we love it.
Yeah, it's good to be able to put them to good use. I like seeing the art projects that people use.
Oh, definitely.
The beads. And seeing how people incorporate the beads in costumes in upcoming years, like Crew of Red Beans.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of their like suits, they'll use the beads and beans.
Beautiful. The artistry is just amazing. But that's part of New Orleans. That is part of New Orleans.
Yeah, we had earlier this week for the parade cam, they had Fran, who came on with recycle that, glass half full, and they will take the beads and
recycle. That's amazing.
Very useful. Very useful. They were giving out prizes for people who were bringing their recycling to their locations, cans, beads, some other stuff too.
Oh, that's awesome. You know, one year the city collected like over 90,000 beads in a storm drain.
That's insane.
Yes.
That's insane. See, we need the ground bead people.
That's nearly
we need the ground bead people.
47 tons of beads that were collected. There's some activity on St. Charles Avenue. We would like to thank the State Police, New Orleans Police Department, EMS, the Sheriff's Department for all the work they have done for keeping us safe and for helping us to bring this great festivities to everyone. Along with other departments who have come from other areas all over the state to help out and to keep us safe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And
they are also getting their steps in.
Yes. They are walking and riding.
So do you say Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday, Carnival? What terminology do you use?
I say Mardi Gras.
Same.
I say Mardi Gras. You know.
Every now and again, I'll say Fat Tuesday. I feel like if I'm writing something down, I might say Fat Tuesday, but Mardi Gras is definitely the full season and Mardi Gras Day.
For sure. But, you know, like in months, we would just say, we're going to the city. Go and see a parade.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
But when I get to the city, I say Mardi Gras, you know. I can feel Zulu is getting near.
Feel the buzz. The buzz is
Yes.
starting. Got the Kern Studios command bus.
And I still have to say, the weather is doing great. It's holding up magnificently.
It's starting. There's a breeze, but honestly, it's brisk. It's nice. See some beads swinging in the
love it.
trees.
You wait.
I
see
is that a
is that a
band?
band?
Is that
What?
a band we hear?
Hark! Is that a band?
We may have band action.
Woo!
Mardi Gras miracle.
Oh, I definitely hear something.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely see something.
I'm seeing red and blue.
That looks
Who
like
could this
Talladega,
be?
is it? No.
I think it is.
Despite everything, we are in for a special treat because there is a band coming leading the way for Zulu.
In the face of adversity, we have persevered.
Yes.
Nevertheless,
Mother
we
Nature did
persisted.
not keep us down. She did not.
No.
We will never, New Orleans will never let you down. It's a city you have to always love. She always comes through for me. Us, the world.
This is our new campaign slogan.
Yeah.
Tourism campaign slogan.
Is that what it is?
New Orleans for you, for me, for the world.
Yeah, absolutely. New Orleans is for everybody, though.
It's true. There's always something to do, regardless of your age, regardless of your interests.
New Orleans is for everyone. Every time someone comes, I'm like, you will find something you love, not just like when you come to New Orleans.
And something to eat.
Of course. After the music, that's the best part.
Oh, not only did the band come, they came in full force. This is a big band.
Yes, and I love it. It's beginning to feel like Mardi Gras. The streets are filling up. People are lining up. The weather is what I consider perfect.
It's holding. It is holding.
And it's Fat Tuesday, y'all.
You were saying something about the meaning of Fat Tuesday. Why did we call it that?
So it comes from like the old Catholic tradition of eating rich, fatty foods before Ash Wednesday, which is when we began to fast. And I am Catholic, so yeah.
That's why you can't have king cake after Mardi Gras.
That's right.
Ash Wednesday, you go to
Exactly.
church and then you're sad for 40 days. I don't make the rules.
But can you have crawfish though?
Yes.
Of course.
I can't remember. Is alligator seafood or not?
I think it is.
I think we're allowed to eat alligator.
You are. We're definitely allowed to eat alligator. Yeah. But it's like you
Yeah, so
fast
it's
Lent.
the Fat Tuesday before
Yes.
we go into a season of fasting, and that's the root of carnival too. Is farewell to meat.
Yes.
From the Latin roots.
That is correct.
I know that we're supposed to like fast, and I don't eat meat during Lent.
I do not.
But I feel like a lot of the food I eat during Lent is actually richer because I eat so much seafood. I eat like a seafood Alfredo, cream sauce. Like I'm just like my favorite foods are happening.
Yes.
Sorry, Pope. Yeah, Louisiana is such a good place to be Catholic. We have all our seafood options. We're right here.
All the seafood. You
We
have
have
to eat
we have
crawfish
we have the bounty.
four
We have
times
the bounty.
four times a
of it.
week at least. You know, at the least, at minimum.
I don't make the rules.
No, I don't either. No, I don't either.
It's not up to us.
That's what it is.
Oh, they are coming.
And we're waiting.
Got the parade tracker.
Yep, I was right. It's a surprise.
Talladega.
It's Talladega.
The Great Tornado.
Mm-hmm. Leading the way.
Like, you can't beat an HBCU band. You can't do it. And it makes sense that they would be the first to come since they're the Great Tornado and we're a windy day. I like this.
I like that too.
This is part of the Mardi Gras miracle. It's lining up. Serendipity. Things are as they should be. The stars are aligning here on Mardi Gras Day. I love the drama of the first band.
Whoa.
got it. We got our first band.
Yes,
and
we
appropriate
did.
that they came all the way from Alabama. So we were talking about how
The tornadoes of Talladega.
The first Mardi Gras was in Alabama. We'll concede.
The first Mardi Gras done well was.
You can get Mobile gonna be mad.
Oh no, I love Mobile. I love Mobile. Absolutely, visit there often. But New Orleans is just perfection.
And we've got our first float.
And when you go to New Orleans, somebody will show you the Zulu King.
Is this our king this year? I can't read the front of the float. Yes, this is the king's float.
Let's welcome Zulu royalty, King Rodney Mason Jr., King Zulu 2025. His father introduced him to the organization when he was just 2 years old. He later became a Zulu page in 1994, joined as an official Zulu member at 21 years old, and has dedicated himself to over 26 committees. Hail Zulu King 2025, Rodney Mason Jr. All hail King Zulu. First catch of the day.
Oh, let's see.
First catch of the day, and rightfully so. It's a King Zulu specialty bead.
With a lion and the bass clef. Maybe because he played trumpet?
Yes, he did in the St. Augustine Band.
And we've got another band coming through. We've got Craigmont High School, the Marching Tsunami of Sound from Memphis. A lot of weather-themed bands coming through.
Mother Nature's trying to tell us something. Mother Nature is trying to tell us something. She's on one today.
Yes. You can have a good time, but be serious about it. Come on now. Keep us in line.
they want beads.
And here we are throwing beads to the bands. It's backwards. I love it.
That's so adorable.
It's so cute. I love the high school bands.
I do too.
I'm so glad we have bands today.
I am too. And that's Craigmont High School
from Memphis,
Tennessee.
They have traveled a long way. It makes sense that maybe the out-of-town bands are just going to go ahead and do it, because they really have put in a lot of time, effort, money to come down here.
Yes.
Put on a show for us. They get to have an experience as well.
And they are amazing. Great job, Craigmont High School. Great job. That's Craigmont High School. From all the way from Tennessee.
The youth with their strong knees and their energy. Youth is wasted on the young.
I love them. I wonder if it's their first time, because I don't remember seeing Craigmont before.
I don't think I've seen them.
All right, for their first premiere parade and making it big in Zulu.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the way to the top.
And the first high school band in Zulu.
Yes.
All right, coming up next, we've got another float.
Mm-hmm. It's the Soulful Warriors, float number 2. Led by Gregory Lacey II. This is float number 2. If you've just joined us from the crew of Zulu, the Soulful Warriors.
Oh, I see some coconuts.
I see coconuts too.
You missed a coconut.
Missed the coconut. But does that count if I don't catch it? It becomes...
Oh, I think those are for us, though. We've got our first coconut.
Definitely do. Thank you. And next up, it's Warrensville High School from Warrensville Heights, Ohio. They are traveling. St. Charles Avenue. Next up is float number 3, the Zulu bandwagon.
And this float is designed to look like a streetcar, which is cute. All right, this is all you got. You have to get us a coconut. This is you.
Let me tell you, my view is beginning to look a lot like Mardi Gras.
And we got it.
Caught it in hand, so
Nice,
that counts, right?
Nice. That 100% counts. And we've got Queen Zulu here.
When you come to the Mardi Gras, you're going to see the Queen Zulu. Queen 2025 is Kristen Bonds Mason. Let's soak up all this royalty, regal, elegance, Queen Zulu.
In royal purple.
Queen Zulu 2025, Kristen Bonds Mason, reigning over the Zulu parade. If you are just joining us, the crew of Zulu is coming down St. Charles Avenue, and we are taking all the loveliness of our Queen 2025, Kristen Bonds Mason.
We are racking up with the coconuts over here.
Hail Queen Zulu and her lovely attendants.
Aside from coconuts, what are your favorite Zulu flows? I love the underwear. I always try to get a pair of the underwear because I think they're funny.
I think I love the custom beads that each character throws.
Yes.
And it has been my goal to catch one from every float, and I have never.
Did you get one from the Queen?
I did not get one from the Queen.
So yeah, we're already
I'm out. I just said.
Maybe next year.
I never get it. I don't.
Yeah, I really love the underwear. I like the spears. As a kid, I was always trying to get the spears.
Wait, can they? I don't think they can throw spears anymore. Can they?
I mean, they're not real spears.
Oh, they can hand them. Yes.
I mean, they can't throw the coconuts either.
True. And no one has thrown us a coconut today. Not at all. They handed them to us
directly. Made eye contact.
Everything.
Safety first.
Yes, I do love the spears
if
too.
Anybody from an insurance company is listening. There is an official list of things that can be thrown or passed out from the floats, and as we start making more and more sustainable throws, the list gets longer. So that's good.
Yeah,
I bet the list also probably gets weirder.
I am sure. I am sure. I have seen some unique throws last year and this year.
At what was it? Was it Sparta or Pygmalion? I think it was Pygmalion. I got a pair of lightly worn and one flip-flops.
Oh, wow.
Very large.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I gave them to a friend.
I will say my new favorite.
All right, we've got our honorary Grand Marshal. This is Ike Wheeler in the black and white. Oh, it looks like he's got his family up here with him.
Beautiful.
I love
That's
that.
what Mardi Gras is all about, family.
Yes. So what a special experience.
It is.
The family that wears hats on a float together stays together. I don't know how.
Absolutely.
Whatever the saying is, however it goes.
Float number 5, the honorary Grand Marshal, Ike Wheeler. Terry, my new favorite throw are the crawfish strays.
Oh, yes.
Have you seen those?
I've seen a couple of those. They're useful.
Yes.
Set you up perfectly for Lent.
Yes.
That's the season where we have to eat crawfish 5 times a day.
Yes. I love them.
I do love a useful throw. We are also save our Mardi Gras throws and our Mardi Gras beads to decorate our Christmas tree.
Oh, beautiful.
Which feels sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
It's cute. Mm-hmm. It gets us excited for Mardi Gras and for Christmas.
Yes.
We love double duty.
The weather has not deterred us. The Zulu parade is in full swing, or full rolling out on St. Charles Avenue.
And then the next float is number 6 is coming up behind is the Zulu historian emeritus.
That's Dr. Clarence Becknell, who holds with him a plethora of information. I had the pleasure of interviewing him once for the first Mardi Gras for all y'all in 2020. And he is
interesting
literally
tidbits.
an encyclopedia.
Okay, he knows everything.
He knows everything. Or like the kids say, Wikipedia, but encyclopedia for us. For me.
Yes. Yeah, so I've worked at the Historical New Orleans Collection. I doubt I know as much about Zulu as their historian emeritus. Though I do really, really love Zulu. It's one of my favorite parades. I think they do such a good job of working local history and the institutional history into the floats, into the names. It's all very, there's tradition. In the Times Pick today, I think it's today's paper, there's a spread with the traditional floats from Zulu. So there's the King's float, the officers float, and I was just looking, the officers and boards float has the Pythian Temple on it, which is just down the road. It's on Loyola. It's closed now, but it was run by Black members. It was nationally known as a center for Black businesses. Booker T. Washington spoke there.
Oh, wow.
At the Republican convention this would have been the early 1900s when Black people weren't allowed to stay at local hotels. A lot of the Black politicians came and stayed at the Pythian.
Wow.
And
such a great
the
nod.
Founders of Zulu saw a vaudeville troupe there, the Tramps, and that's where they saw the aesthetic that inspired Zulu and the Tramps.
Wow.
And I love that Zulu has their history. They put it on their floats. It's just lovely. Love it. And here we've got Dr. Clarence Becknell, our historian emeritus.
And that is float number 6 for those who are just joining us.
Do you think he keeps all of his history and secrets in his hat? Is that what's under there? Like Regina George with secrets in her hair. And we've got beads from the historian emeritus. It looks like these beads match the theme this year, which is Zulu from Africa to the Big Easy.
And I love that Zulu has all the characters: the governor, the witch doctor, the big shot,
the prince,
the ambassador.
I'm glad we got a couple of bands in. They are doing pretty float heavy. Let's take a minute to show you guys some of the coconuts we've gotten so far. I think this one's my favorite.
It's beautiful.
Turning it this way. See, it kind of looks like a mask.
And we're only, what, 6 floats in?
6 floats in, yes. There's gonna be
and
more.
we're already hand-painted 2025 Zulu.
All right, we've got this one too, and it has a little seal back there. The 1916 founded seal. We got, this is the special beads.
It's a special bead we caught from the historian emeritus, depicting Zulu's theme this year.
And this is the pendant from our king. So it's got, I should have done my nails. Sorry, guys. You know, don't look at that. Don't look at that. Here, you do it. Your nails look nicer.
I barely did mine, but look at that. We are catching the best throws along with great, well, what I think is great weather. It's Mardi Gras weather.
It's the best weather.
It's the best weather. Carnival, Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday, all the same, in full swing.
Shrove Tuesday. In England, right?
In England, yes.
Shrove Tuesday.
Yes.
And I think is it somewhere it might be Newfoundland, they eat pancakes? I don't know. I don't know. I respect other people's traditions, but it sounds weird.
I think this is what, Zulu's 109th year?
Yes. Let's do math. I think that's correct.
And how many floats to have?
44.
44 floats.
44 floats, 1,500 riders. And we are a few blocks from Gallier Hall, where the crew stops to, where the royal stop to toast the mayor. So we're going to be in a little bit of a break.
No city is built to host like New Orleans, and New Orleans and Company is here to help. From world-class conferences to intimate business meetings, they make it easy to plan your meeting or event in a city that knows hospitality. Start planning at NOLA.com.
Named by TripAdvisor as the #1 attraction in New Orleans, the National World War II Museum tells the story of the American experience in that war that changed the world, why it was fought, how it was won, and what it means today, so that all generations can understand the price of freedom and be inspired by what they learn. If you're just tuning in with us, we are at the NOLA.com Mardi Gras for All Y'all Parade Cam, presented by New Orleans and Company. We are live from the LCMC Parade stage on St. Charles, watching Zulu roll by.
Stopped in front of our stands are the lovely debutantes, which is a New Orleans tradition for young girls across the city. They are adorned in their fancy gowns and crowns and tiaras. Beautiful.
I feel like this is one of the only events where you would see someone in a fancy formal gown throwing a football.
Or a coconut.
Yeah. We don't throw the coconuts. We gingerly hand the
them.
coconuts.
That's right. That's right. If you are joining us on stream and live, please join us in the comments and tell us where you are watching us from. We're seeing Eugene, Oregon, Houston, Dallas,
Sugarland,
Philly, we see Texas in the comments. Thanks for joining us this morning. Washington, D.C., Miami, Georgia, Missouri, Vermont, the Big Apple, NYC, the Netherlands. Wow. Portugal. Right down the street on Lesat. Michigan, Beaumont. Thank you to everyone who's joining with us on NOLA.com live stream. The parade cam.
All right, we are moving again. I don't know if you guys can hear at home. We've got Angel is awake now for his first Zulu parade. He's making some sounds. Little 1-year-old.
Our Zulu maids. Float number 7. The Zulu maids. The crowd is full of energy. The sidewalk is getting thicker. What about that neutral ground side?
My wife is from California, and night before last, we were at Bacchus, and we were headed there, and we were talking about which side we wanted to be on, and we've been together for, I don't even know, 28, a long enough time, like 7 or 8 years. And she kind of leaned in and confided to me that she didn't understand what people were saying when they were said the neutral ground or the sidewalk side. She was like, because both sides of the street have a sidewalk, which I thought was hilarious. But if you are not familiar with the geography of a parade,
I give her a little pass.
The neutral ground is what we call the median.
Yes.
And so when you talk about what side of the float you're on the neutral ground side or the sidewalk side.
That's right.
Yes, there is technically a sidewalk on both sides of the street, but the parade only runs on one side of the street. You're either uptown or downtown side.
Mm-hmm.
We do not use cardinal directions. North and south are not,
we do not.
Useful.
Lakeside, Riverside.
Yes. New Orleans East is directly, or the West Bank is directly south of parts of New Orleans East.
Yeah.
So.
But it's the West Bank.
Generally speaking.
The best bank. Even though it's southeast of the city, still the West Bank.
And we want to give a big thanks to New Orleans and Company, the team that invites the world to experience our music, food, and culture while supporting the people who make New Orleans special. You can start planning your trip at NOLA.com.
And let's remember the National World War II Museum, open daily from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The National World War II Museum features immersive exhibits, multimedia experiences, and an expansive collection of artifacts and first-person oral histories, taking visitors inside the story of World War II. For those of us who are just joining us in the stream, we are looking at the Zulu Parade. This is float number 7, featuring the Zulu Maids.
Looks like we're standing still for a little bit again, probably toasting the mayor up by Galliard Hall. And Galliard Hall used to be our city hall for local government before it moved down on Loyola. And since it's right on the parade route, that's where that's probably all the fancy people in the city, politicians, the city dignitaries, go and watch the parade in the stands and toast the royals. Have you ever watched a Galliard Hall?
I have.
It's a nice experience.
It
It's
is.
fun.
It is. But sometimes you just want to, be on the sidewalk.
You're really good. You're a sidewalk side person. We know.
Yes.
We know.
It's just different experiences. Similar to catching the parade from St. Charles or on Canal or on Orleans. It's just different experiences.
Different experience, definitely.
I'm sure I missed something, but I feel like I've seen them all. Even under the bridge or in Claiborne.
I was going to say, what's your favorite spot to watch the parade? But if you're like me, your favorite spot is the one that you're doing right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I love being under the bridge. I love the uptown parades in the daytime.
I do too.
But also, I just kind of love wherever I happen to be watching a parade.
Yes. And one thing about the Zulu organization is that they're more than just a Mardi Gras parade. They offer scholarships, they do community service projects, they have food drives. They give a lot back to the community.
And because they're rooted in Social Aid and Pleasure Club.
That's
they're
right.
Rooted in a
That is
community organization. And they've really kept up that history.
Mm-hmm. Once again, Zulu is running an abbreviated route, as is Rex. And sadly, we will not see Rex today. I think that's the first time that I can remember Rex did not pass this way. But unfortunately, they're going to stop just short of us, but all due to weather concerns, and safety is first.
Yeah, the city wants us to be done with parades by 11:30 today. So Rex and Zulu running at the same time, different routes.
Zulu is rolling now, and what a great way to kick off Mardi Gras. It has not disappointed us. And I see that Angel has joined us. That's one of the great things about Mardi Gras. It just brings family together. You know, you see grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, mommies, daddies,
And
angels.
you get to wear your Mardi Gras polos.
Yes. Are you having a good first Mardi Gras? Angel will be turning 1 next week. Happy early birthday.
Yeah, this is his first Mardi Gras because last year Mardi Gras came before his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Are you so excited? A little bit excited.
Yes, but that's what I love about Mardi Gras. It's truly a family holiday.
Yeah, and as we saw earlier, one of the floats wasn't the historian? No, it wasn't the historian. It was the ambassador. Maybe was with his family.
The Grand Marshal.
Grand Marshal had it with like his wife and daughter with him on the float.
Beautiful.
What are your kids and what is your granddaughter getting into for Mardi Gras Day?
I am sure they are out here somewhere. They're on St. Charles. I can tell you that much. Now, where exactly on St. Charles? They're going to tell me they're coming my way. We're coming your way, Mom. We're coming your way. Zulu is on the move, just like my kids, I guess.
Here they come. Tractors are starting up again.
Float number 7, the Zulu Maids. Here comes float number 8, highlighting the Zulu Carnival activities. Chairman Dennis Robertson, Coronation Chairman Clifton Jones.
All right, Angel got his first coconut. Feels important. He's a little confused.
The floats are rolling.
And we've got, who is this? Who is this? Can you see?
It is the Zulu Tramps and the Walking Warriors. There is no party in New Orleans without the Tramps. Yes. There's no celebration in New Orleans without the Tramps.
We've got riders telling us happy Mardi Gras.
That's Mardi Gras spirit.
The Tramps are having a great time.
Yes, they are known to be everywhere, wherever there is a good time.
We got some glasses. The tramps.
The Zulu tramps.
Oh, I love his that his outfit has the map of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Looking fly, looking fly.
Beautiful. The costumes are always so gorgeous. Here we have the Zulu tramps and the walking warriors of Zulu.
Say, I want a coconut.
Is that what you say at Zulu? I want a coconut.
Yep.
Not throw me something, mister. I want a coconut.
If you want a coconut.
Yes, let me practice. I want a coconut. Coconuts.
We've got some Charlotte, North Carolina in the chat. Thanks for watching with us. If you're just tuning in, you are watching the NOLA.com Mardi Gras for All Y'all Parade Cam presented by New Orleans and Company. We are live at the LCMC Parade Stage on St. Charles Avenue. And we are watching Zulu.
We get it together, float number king, float number king, float alphabet king. Float alphabet king. Rugged warriors, saints. Rugged warriors and tramps.
Have you ever rode in a parade before?
I have not.
Ah, you should. Everyone should at least once. Anyone, I promise.
It does seem like it would be fun.
Yes, pick a parade. It doesn't have to be a special one. I mean, a
They're
particular
all
one.
special,
They're all
but-
special, right? So you can pick anyone. You're going to get the same feels.
Well, how y'all making out up top? Y'all all right? Everything good?
We are doing so good with the coconuts.
In fact, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 coconuts? And we're only on float 8?
Yes.
So,
yeah, we're doing amazing.
I'm not a sports guy, but I feel like there's a batting average thing happening
Absolutely.
here.
Definitely hitting a touchdown.
All right, and we are moving again. And coming up, we've got another band. This Mississippi Valley State University, all the way from Itabena, Mississippi.
The Mean Green Marching Machine. I have noticed.
And so far, all the bands have been out of town.
And that's Mississippi Ballet's band, the Mean Green Marching Machine, coming in deep on St. Charles Avenue.
Yeah.
The crew of Zulu is rolling on St. Charles Avenue.
We've got Float 9, the King and Queen Zulu family and friends.
That's a fun float, family and friends. Beautiful. That's what Mardi Gras is about, family.
This is a double float. I do like the double floats.
I do
the big
too.
ones.
I do too.
Making the trackers put in the work, you know?
Absolutely. Oh, they are throwing.
And the spear.
A spear. Big shout out to Zulu Parade Chairman Ronald C. Johnson. It's float number 10, King and Queen 24. Oh, the crowd is here.
Oh, they're having a great time on this
Oh,
float.
great time.
I do feel like Zulu is one of the parades that interacts the most with the crowd,
Oh,
which always makes
absolutely.
it really, really fun to watch.
Absolutely. I don't know. Bim's up there.
Well, I said one of. I didn't say the.
Yes. Well, yes, I agree.
But these are riders who are here. Oh, that is member of the Dickie Chase family. Gosh, what's her name? The bartender. She's delightful. Hi, lady. Whose name I can't remember. Love you and your little cravat.
It's the crew of Zulu 2025. I believe we are on float number 10. You know how when you're riding in a parade, you really prepare the whole year. It takes a whole year of preparation. And then the parade comes and
then it's over.
It's a sadness that comes on you. Like, did this just happen so quickly?
There's probably like a Japanese or German word for that specific version of sadness.
Yes.
Yeah, it seems like a wedding is probably the only other version of that where you're doing that much planning for one day.
For one day.
But this, we do it every year. Every year we're getting married to ourselves.
That's love. That's that New Orleans love.
Yes. We're a city of love.
Yes.
And it really has warmed up. It doesn't even really feel windy anymore. It's starting to get too warm for long sleeves.
I'm checking in the comments on our live stream. Can you let us know if you've ever caught a coconut? And if you have, let us know how many. Let us know what's your favorite throw. And if you were here, what would you want to catch? Because we're going to get it for you.
You're going to get it for them.
We got this, Terry.
We're working it out. We have a bunch of coconuts.
Yes.
Got some more of the special beads, got some glasses, a spear, a really nice Zulu bag. We see some people in the comments asking about bands. Originally, we thought there would be no bands today because of the weather.
That's right.
We actually have had a few. We had Mississippi State Valley. We had a school from Memphis. We had Talladega. Still not as many bands as usual, but a good number of them.
Mm-hmm.
And it remains to be seen how many more we'll have.
Yes.
No local bands yet.
Not yet. It has been amazing. I see that someone in our chat wants the masked coconut. I'm on a hunt for the masked coconut.
Rex apparently has a canvas tote this year. We won't be seeing Rex here, unfortunately, because the routes have been changed because of the weather. So Rex is actually stopping a little bit before us. They are not rolling by here.
I tell you, for many of us, this is the moment we have all been waiting for. The crew of Zulu is rolling down St. Charles Avenue. As we are NOLA.com, Mardi Gras for all y'all parade cam, presented by New Orleans and Company, live from the LCMC parade stage on St. Charles Avenue.
And we aren't seeing as many bands this year, but you can really leave it to Zulu to make sure they bring the sound system.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We might not have bands right here, but we will have a Trigger Man beat.
You just can't miss at a Zulu parade. You cannot miss. Now, you can miss getting a coconut, but you cannot miss the revelry
the
and
joy.
the excitement.
And we have not missed getting a coconut.
We have not.
So.
We definitely surpassed our goal, so yay!
And there are 44 floats in Zulu this year, 1,500 riders, so we've got a lot more to see. We'll have many, many more chances.
Rolling in its 109th year. Float number 10, King and Queen 24, Melvin Labat and Angelique Rocher. You know, there are oftentimes, too, you can catch food from the floats, like popcorn.
Moon pie.
Moon pies.
Moon pies. What is your favorite flavor moon pie?
Banana, for sure.
That feels correct. That feels correct.
Yes. I saw cotton candy, pralines, or pecan candy.
I say pralines.
You say pralines? I
Yeah.
do, too. I do, too. I don't say pecan. I'm not sure.
No, I don't think that's
no.
incorrect.
But people say it. I actually make really good pralines.
I can't make them. My T. Lil makes the best pralines. Pralines and sweet potato pie. T. Lil, if you're listening, you owe me.
I'm working on my sweet potato pie. I can't claim that one. I can claim pralines, though. Well, actually, my husband makes it because I taught him, and pralines take a lot of work.
Delegated.
Yes, take a lot of work.
You gotta rest the arm.
Yes.
All that stirring. Oh, Troy in the chat says it's the lemon moon pies. I can get behind the lemon chocolate. Chocolate's good too.
Yeah. Happy.
Got another coconut.
Absolutely. This is pretty.
It says tribesmen. Zulu's tribesmen. All right, no bands between this one, but we've got another float. This is the Junior Zulus. Donald Johnson as the captain.
I love that. Train them to keep the tradition going. welcome our junior Zulus.
All right, and this is the Harold Doley 50th anniversary 1975 King Zulu's float, where you can throw some beads back.
Mm-hmm. Always give back, Terry. Gotta give back.
Here we can see some walkers. You can see the grass skirts that Zulu is known for.
Mm-hmm. Me neither. Wow. Wow, that's insane. That is insane. Caught a fire truck bead from the Zulu fire truck crew.
They have lots of throws. They are really just bombing the crowd.
I love it. Happy Mardi Gras to our 6 coconuts.
6 coconuts. 1, 2, 3,
Vote number
4, 5,
12,
6.
former queens, kings, and officers. The crew of Zulu has officially taken over St. Charles Avenue. Mardi Gras is underway.
And if you are just joining us, this is the NOLA.com Mardi Gras for All Y'all Parade Cam, presented by New Orleans & Company. We are live from the LCMC parade stage on St. Charles. Though, let's be honest, this is now Zulu Street. For the foreseeable future. Well, we got Zulu back scratcher. It's a pretty good throw. These are very useful, I feel like. right, we've got lots of things. We've got
Yes.
some good work here. What do you have? What do you got?
It's a beautiful coconut. It says tribesman.
All right, this one, we've got silver, gold, got the Z, 504. The Zulu back scratcher. I love back scratcher. I love the Zulu back scratcher. And these always have the Zulu logo
Yes.
on it there.
Our lot is increasing.
Oh, they come in handy. It's got
Look
a
how
hand,
beautiful
get it?
this, you can tell.
Oh, that one's nice.
Well done, Zulu.
You've got
Definitely
some
going
stuffed
to the
animals.
top. Mm-hmm.
Oh, where's the bag? You should show the bag. The bag is nice. Which I guess would be useful since we have all this stuff to put in bags. Someone in the chat mentioned a Rex tote. I'm sure the Rex canvas tote is lovely, but I feel like this is nicer. This is a airbrush Zulu tote.
Mm-hmm.
We've got, I can't remember which float this bead was from, but it's pretty lovely.
Zulu is showing love on St. Charles Avenue.
Have we caught tambourines yet?
We have not. We have.
We have caught tambourines? Oh. We've got the Zulu
Multiple.
tambourines. Those are good. And the fire truck beads.
Yes.
There's lots of things. We've caught many, many things.
We get thrown so many things.
It's true.
And
so a lot of what we catch up here, we end up donating back for some of the recycling projects and to St. Michael's
Special School. Yes.
Because they do our art and recycling projects with them.
Yes. They throw and we recycle. Our efforts are always.
Though I think the coconuts will come home with us. We won't be giving those back. Sorry. And the back scratcher.
We can
Honestly,
share.
Really
though.
solid.
We can share.
The back scratcher, you can try it.
Not the back scratcher. The coconuts.
Yes. I was proud of myself because I caught the bouncy ball in midair.
Very good. That came from the junior crew.
Yep, from the youths.
Zulu is all about royalty, and float number 12 are the former kings, queens, officers, and board.
Oh yeah, and this is the float that's based on the Pythian Temple, which is the place on Loyola where the founders of Zulu first saw a vaudeville show with the tramps theme. This is Friends of Zulu, float 13. Oh, you'll like the theme of this one. It says Femme Fatale. The story of a queen.
Well, they got that right. Femme Fatale, a story of a queen. Float number 13, the Friends of Zulu. On Mardi Gras Day, we're all friends of Zulu.
And then we have float number 14. That is Parade Duke number 1 and 2. And they are looking fabulous.
The first time I rode in Zulu, I was a Duchess with the Dukes. Parade Duke 1 and 2. Captain Samuel B. Bowles, Von Keith Jackson.
got the Parade Dukes 3 and 4. That's Bryant Gardner and Errol Brown Jr. Or Errol Brown Sr.
Okay. Parade Duke 5 and 6, float number 16.
The craftsmanship of the headdresses is beautiful.
Float number 16, Parade Duke 5 and 6.
All right, this is float number 16, Parade Dukes 5 and 6, James Minicat Jones and Johnny Uncle Jay Williams.
Float number 17 is the Big Shot, Emil Bags Bagneris. You do know what the Big Shot has to do, right?
No.
They have to do it big. Woo!
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes. Where you at, Terry?
I'm looking at this float. See, these are the big, kind of elaborate floats, but when Zulu first started, they were together for Mardi Gras in 1901. 1909 was the first appearance of Zulus. That year, William Story was the king, and it wasn't until 1915 that they used a float to carry their royalty. But that first float was just a spring wagon decorated with brass skirts. And now they have these really elaborate, beautiful floats, double floats.
I believe, but I could be wrong, that Zulu was also the first to have a celebrity monarch.
Yes, and that was Louis Armstrong?
Yes, it was. And just like Louis Armstrong, our King Zulu this year plays the trumpet. Yes.
Honestly, innovators ahead of the game. We've got the Big Shot smoking his cigar.
You have to do it big to be the Big Shots.
And this year's Big Shot is Emil Bagneris. you guys can see there, this is a double float where they put two of the trailers together, so you get the double long. Tandem floats.
Caught our first football.
Nice, nice. And another bag. I do love the bags.
Yes.
The bags, I think, are my favorite thing. We've still yet to get a pair of underwear. Now we've got float number 18, the Witch Doctor. This is Brian B. Spot Pollard.
I know so many people on this float. We have Danica Mitchell, Arkisha Bake, Maddie Singleton.
The Witch Doctor is another one of Zulu's traditional floats, one of the characters in the parade. All right, now we've got float 19, the Ambassador, Howard James Jr., representing Zulu Nation.
I know, I'm sorry.
Number 2. This is James Howard, 2025. This is the floor y'all been waiting on. For 25. 2025.
And this is the Mayor, float 20. This is Byron Beckham. And he is having a fantastic day.
A good time. All their
I feel like the
costumes
Mayor
are-
of Zulu is the one mayor that everyone likes.
Yeah.
This is the Mayor of New Orleans we can all agree on.
His float 2 is a tandem float.
Having a good time, having a good time. Now we've got float 21. This is Province Prince. All right, this is the Province Prince, Derek Bull Horton.
Float number 21.
With the traditional Mardi Gras song. Got another coconut. Ooh, I like this one. Oh, did you get hit in the head? We have our first Mardi Gras injury. Not a real injury.
Float number 22, Governor Donnell Slim D. Payton.
All right, now we are on float number 23, Mr. Big Stuff. This is Christopher Gray. Mr. Big Stuff. So this is just about halfway through. This is a Zulu. There's 44 floats in Zulu. If you're just joining us, this is the NOLA.com Mardi Gras for All Y'all Parade Cam presented by New Orleans and Company. We are live from the LCMC Parade stage on St. Charles Avenue. And this is float 24, the Zulu Sheriff. This is Charles E. Hamilton Jr.
Yeah.
Zulu Dynasty, float 25.
Float 25 Zulu Dynasty, Gary A. Thornton, captain.
And that is Louis Armstrong on the front of the float.
We were just talking about him.
Yeah.
Our first celebrity monarch king to rule the streets of New Orleans.
It looks like the second half of this tandem float is New Orleans themed. You see St. Louis Cathedral, French Market, Cafe du Monde. And just a reminder, this year we have an abbreviated version of the parade. There's no band. Well, we had a few bands, but there's not many bands. No marching crews, walking crews. That's for the weather and for safety concerns. So we'll be done with parading by 11:30 today. And Rex is also rolling right now. They're not rolling at the same time, or they're not rolling concurrently like they usually do. We're not going to see Rex, unfortunately, this year because they are changing their route to avoid the weather.
Float 26 is approaching. Float 26, U.S. Zulu, Alan Hayden, captain.
And this one aligns with the theme for Zulu this year, which is Zulu from Africa to the Big Easy. This is float number 27. This is the Zulu Postmaster General. Harlan L. Miller is the captain. Always rely on the Zulu riders to bring the energy. Even without the bands, these guys are having a great time.
And I can tell you, they did not sleep last night. They were loading all night.
Because they started rolling early. They were, I think the parade started at 7 today or 6:30?
6:30.
6:30.
Yep.
Got somebody in the chat commenting on appreciate the creativity of the floats themselves, which is another really impressive piece of craftsmanship.
Beautiful float. The costuming.
The amount of artistry, the amount of man hours that goes into making these.
All the floats, all the costuming.
decorations.
Artistry, as like I said, this stuff is
all
on Ash
year
Wednesday.
round. All year round.
It takes a year to get this ready. Look, the puppet strays.
Well, you better get a coffee tray. This is your chance.
I know, right?
We love a functional throw. All right, and this is Float 28 Zulu Nation with Alan Richard. Got Cleopatra on the front.
Angel, are you enjoying your first parade?
I think he is. He's got some good throws. He's got a bracelet, his little tambourine, some Zulu beads. #29, the Tribal Chief.
Tribal Chief is led by Rodney Mason Sr., captain.
This is a film-themed float.
The weather is getting even prettier. I don't know. If
Right, the sun is coming out. It is lovely. There's a breeze, but not the high, threatening winds that we were made to expect.
It's the crew of Zulu rolling on St. Charles Avenue.
All right, and now we've got our next float, float number 30, Soweto. And this is Joseph Kennedy is the captain. Some massive stuffed animals they're going. I love that she is throwing bundles. Ooh. All right, now we have float number 31, Donsa? And again, this year, Zulu's theme is Zulu from Africa to the Big Easy. All right, and this is float number 33, Maasai. Brian Mercer is the captain.
Terry,
we are getting bombarded with
you
throws.
should just call me Miss Zulu.
Basketball, a bag of footballs. After this set of floats, we should probably show people
I can never
this
play
hall.
sports.
I feel like you're an Olympian today. These are the Maasai riders. And this is float 33.
Ooh, what did we get? What did we get?
Induna. Oh. We've just gotten perhaps the best throw in the history of Mardi Gras. Okay. And this is float number 34. This is the Bantu float. If you're just tuning in, this is the NOLA.com Mardi Gras for All Y'all Parade Cam presented by New Orleans and Company, and we are live from the LCMC Parade stage on St. Charles Avenue, uptown New Orleans. And we are deep in the Zulu Parade. today we're watching an abbreviated Zulu because of the weather, so there's not as many bands. We've only had a couple, but the float DJs are really stepping in to fill the gaps.
Safety first.
We've got some pretty good throws today. This is the best catch. This right here. You got to stop dancing to show it to him.
So Mardi Gras queen, tumbler.
Yes. That was my favorite coconut so far is this guy, which is the coconut that's decorated like the Zulu face paint.
This one is beautiful.
Yeah, there's an entire kind of graveyard down here of all the things that have been caught. All right, and our next float is float number 35. This is Shaka Zulu. It's Andrew Pete Sanchez is the captain. And we got actually the best coconut ever just now. And it did not hit the baby in the head. So we're doing
Beautiful.
good. Oh, it's a beautiful one. We'll have to show that one after these floats pass.
Float 35, Shaka Zulu, Andrew Pete Sanchez, captain.
And we've got a rhino on the front. And this is another tandem float.
Zulu is rolling.
All right, this is float number 36. This is Mufasa. And the captain is Mr. Cedric Gibbons. And there's Mufasa.
That's Mufasa. Float number 36.
And the sun has really come out. It is absolutely beautiful out here. Watch out. It's a great day to get hit in the head with the football. And this is float number 37. This is Shango. The captain is Daryl Sims. Coming up here, we have another float. This is float number 38, Esquire. we've got float number 39. This is the crew of Fest. Professor Longhair. You want a break? All right, this is float number 40. This is the Crew of the Nile. This one is led by John Gourmet Sr. as the captain.
What's your point of view? How beautiful is that site?
This is lovely. This is lovely. This is a really good place to see it. This
41.
is float number 41.
Wakanda.
With a hippo. All right, and there are only 44, well, only 44. There are 44 entire floats in this parade, so we are pretty close to the end of Zulu.
And this is float 41 Wakanda, Jeffrey Creighton, senior captain.
I do like towards the end of the parade, like they know they're the last one, so the energy comes back up again. These are the people closing out the party. All right, and this is float number 42. This is the Crew of Sheba. And Wayne Nelson Sr. is the captain of that one. This is float number 43. Float 43, the Crew of Ajamu. And Perry Alexis Jr. is the captain of this one.
The Crew of Zulu is winding down.
All right, coming up here, we've got the last float, the Zulu Rascals, closing out Zulu 2025. Yeah, this year Zulu was a little bit changed. It was an abbreviated route because of the weather. We didn't really have many bands, only a couple at the very beginning. And so we're going to be closing it out early. Rex is on a different route, so they're not going to pass by this year. We won't cover them. But Zulu did a great job of pulling this parade together.
Amazing.
The sun came out for it. The crowds came out for it.
A great way to start Mardi Gras Day with the crew of Zulu. I am sad that Rex is not passing by here,
but you know, we'll
but we love it.
When this weather comes through, hope everybody has a safe, happy Mardi Gras. We'll be off the streets parading by 11 o'clock, 11:30, which is what the city said to do. I'm proud of us.
Yes.
We did it. We did it.
We did it.
It's all us. Oh, wait. All right, so we're going to show you some of our favorite catches, throws. And that is the end of the Rascals float. All right, what are your faves?
This is my favorite coconut today.
This is mine, I think. It's fancy. It almost pegged the baby in the head, but it didn't, so that's good.
And this is what I call the Whopper coconut. Look how big this coconut is compared to others. It is huge. I love it.
I do love this little guy. Oops. Stepping on my cords. This guy, I don't know what he is. Is he an egg? Is he a...
I was thinking he was a chocolate chip.
He's something. He's perfect. Well, we hope that you have enjoyed the NOLA.com Mardi Gras for All Y'all parade camp. We've enjoyed being here. I had a good time. Did you have a good time?
Awesome time. Zulu was everything I wanted it to be, everything and more. We even got a few bands in.
Yes. We beat the wind and the weather. Everyone will be able to get home safe. We still have a little time to party.
She was on our side. Mother Nature was on our side.
Thank you so much for being with us. I've been Terry Simon.
And I am Quavada Silp-Hollins.
And we'll see you next year. Happy Mardi Gras.
How are you, honey?
Oh, you look up.
Just like thanking sponsors and stuff. Hello, one more time, everyone. I am Alex Pomez, jumping in here at the last minute to tell you all goodbye and thank you for tuning in all Mardi Gras season. Did you have fun today?
I had an amazing time, Alex.
Good. Zulu was beautiful. I'm so glad we got to see it. There was some danger of it not rolling at all because of the weather. So we're going to get out of here soon. We wanted to give a last minute thank you to our sponsors, NewOrleans.com and LCMC Health, for making this whole thing happen. You folks at home get to watch this because of them, and all of our other great sponsors, including the World War II Museum. Go check out their new exhibit that they have going on right now. Thank you to all our hosts, the production guys in the booth, the cameramen, everybody who made this whole thing happen. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. And thank you to those who joined us in the chat.
That's true. Thank you to those who joined us in the chat. We have people who watch every year and watched every parade this year. Thank you so much, folks, for being here. It's been a great season. We're going to be doing this again next season. Stay tuned to NOLA.com for info about that. Follow us on social media. Subscribe on the website, all that fun stuff. What else you got? You want to add anything else?
Absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead.
Happy Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras. And wait, did y'all show up all the coconuts you caught? Wait, hang on. Real quick, everybody. Look at this. Look at all these coconuts they caught when Terry was up here. This is incredible. Look at that. There's another one over there somewhere. Amazing. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. See y'all next year. It's been a blast. Happy Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras.
Happy
Mardi Gras, y'all.
Happy Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras. Happy Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras. Happy Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras, y'all.
Happy Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras. Happy Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras. Happy Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras for all y'all.